Number 1. The 1986 Chevrolet Silverado K10 4x4, listed at $8,500 cash and located in El Dorado Springs, Missouri. This truck is all about substance over show. It's at a rebuilt 350 small block V8, bored .030 over, with a mild cam upgrade and a new Holly carb. It's also got a freshly rebuilt automatic transmission, and the seller has receipts to prove it. All done in 2021. Supporting components like the fuel pump, power steering pump, ball joints, U-joints, hoses, oil pan, and more have been replaced, making it a mechanically strong daily or weekend cruiser. It rides on a like-new set of Cooper All-Terrain 33 by 12.50 tires, giving it that classic square body stance and go-anywhere look. This K10 runs and drives great, and the 4WD works exactly as it should. It's a factory AC truck, but the air isn't working at the moment, and it has manual windows and locks, keeping things simple and old school. Now, let's talk about the body. From a distance, it looks good. The kind of truck that turns heads at a gas station or cruise night, but up close, it has its share of dents and rust, especially in the bed sides and floor pans. The interior of the bed itself is rust-free and in good shape, and more importantly, the frame is solid and rust-free, giving you a solid foundation for whatever direction you want to take it. The truck's original color was light blue, though it's since been repainted, and while it's not a showpiece, it's an honest rig that drives well and wears its age with pride. If you're looking for a classic 4x4 square body that's already had expensive mechanical work done, this one's ready to roll, and it's already tagged, registered, and has a clean Missouri title in the seller's name. It's priced at $8,500 cash only, no checks, and located about an hour northwest of Springfield. Interested? The seller's contact number is 731-697-0670. Don't wait too long. Square body 4X4S like this don't hang around for long. Number 2. The 1984 GMC Sierra 1500 Shortbed 4x4 is about as original as it gets. Listed at $13,000 and located in Scottsdale, Arizona, this is a true time capsule. Even the windshield is still original. It's a base model Sierra, equipped with a reliable 5.0-liter V8 engine, classic floor-mounted four-wheel drive, roll-up windows, and the original AM/FM cassette radio. Yes, it's still there. With just 138,500 miles, this truck has clearly lived a gentle life, and the seller mentions it's only been driven locally over the past few years, around the neighborhood and to the park with the kids. The body wears a two-tone gray and white paint job that's period-correct and charmingly faded. It's sun-baked, honest, and gives off that perfect vintage patina look that's getting harder and harder to find. It's not a show truck, but that's part of its appeal. It hasn't been molested, lifted, or heavily modified. It's still running its stock configuration, and that makes it a blank canvas for collectors, builders, or fans of bone stock GM pickups. These early 80s GMC 4X4S are only going up in value, especially the shortbed models, and finding one that hasn't been beat up, swapped, or cut to pieces is becoming rare. Whether you're looking for a square body to restore, preserve, or simply enjoy as a weekend cruiser, this one gives you the bones and originality to go in any direction. The seller is asking $13,000 and prefers serious buyers. So be ready to call first, not text, to confirm you're a real person. Once you've made contact, you can text after. His number is 602-952-2722. If you're after an untouched, old-school GMC 4x4 with soul, this might just be your next ride. Number 3. The 1983 Toyota pickup 4x4, $10,000, healdsburg/Windsor, California. If you're a fan of bulletproof reliability and old-school off-road charm, feast your eyes on this 1983 Toyota pickup, a legendary 4x4 that helped define an era of compact toughness. Listed at $10,000 and located in the healdsburg/Windsor area, California, this classic Toyota is powered by a durable 4-cylinder engine, made into a manual transmission, and sits on a proper 4-wheel drive setup. With just 135,000 miles on the odometer and a clean title in hand, This rig has plenty of adventure left in it. Trucks like this were built to last, and Toyota's reputation for reliability was born from platforms exactly like this one. Simple, capable, and tough as nails. This 83 model is part of the last generation before Toyota started modernizing the Hilux line for American markets. It's got that iconic no-nonsense look that off-roaders and collectors love, boxy body lines, manual everything, and enough clearance to handle the trails without needing aftermarket lifts. Whether you're heading out to the mountains, cruising the beach, or just collecting a piece of global automotive history, this little pickup delivers the goods. While the ad doesn't go into cosmetic details, the good condition rating means it's likely clean, rust-free, and roadworthy, and if it's been living in Northern California, that's always a great sign for the body and frame. At $10,000, it's priced right in the sweet spot for well-preserved, original examples of Toyota's early 4x4 trucks, which continue to climb in value year after year. Whether you're a Toyota purist or a weekend adventurer looking for a trail-ready classic, this 83 pickup is a rock-solid choice. Don't wait too long. These don't last on the market, especially when they're clean, manual, and 4WD. Number 4. The 1983 Dodge Short Box Pickup, listed at just $4,999 in Bayview. This classic Dodge isn't just for show. It's plow-ready and purpose-built to handle winter like a pro. Under the hood, you'll find a stout 318 V8 engine paired with a 4-speed manual transmission, a rock-solid combo that still runs, drives, and stops just the way it should. The truck comes equipped with a DKA Rampage 2 snow plow, which costs around $1,800 new, and it's only about 4 years old with very minimal use. It's fully functional, easily removable, and perfect for clearing your driveway or property, though the seller notes it's not intended for heavy commercial use. The truck itself is a classic shortbed 4x4 with tons of vintage charm and utility. It's not a trailer queen, but everything works. Lights, signals, for WD, all the basics. The body has that old-school square-edge style Dodge fans love, and while the mileage is over 100,000, the exact figure isn't known. That said, this truck has clearly been built to work, not just sit in a garage. It's the kind of rig you can use year-round, whether you're pushing snow, hauling gear, or just enjoying that no-nonsense vintage truck feel. At under $5,000, this Dodge offers serious value, especially when you factor in the nearly new plow setup. If you're looking for a dependable winter truck with real muscle and a touch of old-school attitude, this 1983 Dodge Short Box 4x4 is a solid buy. Whether you keep it as a working plow rig or start a light restoration project, it's got the bones, the drivetrain, and the utility to make it worthwhile. Number 5. The 1987 Dodge Ram D150 Shortbed, priced at $12,500 and located in Snohomish, Washington. This truck is in fantastic condition for its age, with zero rust. The floors, door jambs, and cab corners are all solid, and it's been clearly cared for throughout its life. It wears a decent paint job from the previous owner. Not show quality, but it still looks great and turns heads. Under the hood sits a Mopar 318 V8 paired with an automatic transmission, giving it that reliable torque and old-school rumble Dodge fans love. It's got power steering, power brakes, and a full factory gauge package, including delayed wipers, a rare factory feature for the era. Inside, the interior is excellent. The dash is near flawless, with no cracks, which is a big deal for these trucks, and a telltale sign it's been garage kept for most of its life. Originally purchased new in Renton, Washington, this is a true Northwest truck with clean local history. Everything works as it should. The current owner upgraded the cooling system with a new aluminum radiator, water pump, thermostat, belts, and hoses, ensuring it's ready to cruise reliably for years to come. The bed is in great shape with a spray and bed liner, making it both good-looking and usable. It rides on new wheels and tires, but the stock rims with baby moons are included too, giving you that retro option if you want to go full vintage. It runs, drives, and stops great, ready to hit the road today. And if you're into lowering your ride, The seller even includes new A-arms that suggest an axle flip in the rear to get it sitting even lower. All simple bolt-on mods. This truck gets a ton of attention and thumbs up everywhere it goes. No low ballers, no dealer help needed. Just a great truck looking for a new home. If you've been waiting for a clean, uncut D150 shortbed with style and muscle, this could be the one. Number 6. The 1988 Ford F-250 is listed at $8,800 and located in Tucson, Arizona. With just 68,000 miles on the odometer, this rear-wheel drive F-250 is in excellent condition and powered by a strong 8-cylinder gas engine paired with an automatic transmission. Whether you're a Ford enthusiast or just in need of a rock-solid, no-nonsense truck, this one delivers both reliability and old-school charm. The F-250 of this era is well known for its durability and work ethic, built for hauling, towing, or even converting into a weekend cruiser. The clean title and low mileage are the big standouts here. Trucks from the late 80s don't often come around this well preserved, especially in the dry Southwest where rust is rarely an issue. It's likely been well maintained and garage kept, considering its overall excellent condition rating. There aren't many details listed about the interior or paint, but at this price point and mileage, you're looking at a solid platform. Whether you want to keep it original, restore it further, or lightly modify it for modern use. If you're looking for a classic American pickup that's still got decades of use left, this 1988 F-250 is a worthy candidate. It's clean, low mileage, and ready to be put to work or added to a collection. Whether you're hauling gear, towing toys, or just looking to drive something with a little more soul than a modern truck, this Ford F-250 is a strong contender. And at under $9,000, it's a value you won't find too often in today's rising classic truck market. Number 7. The 1969 Chevrolet C 23/4 ton pickup, listed at just $4,500 in Denver. This is a real deal, a classic long bed Chevy from the golden era of trucks, powered by a solid V8 engine, backed by a manual transmission, and rolling on rear-wheel drive. With only 70,000 miles showing on the odometer and a clean title in hand, this blue C20 has all the bones you want for a restoration, rat rod, farm truck, or reliable weekend hauler. The C20 means it's a heavy-duty version of Chevy's legendary C/K series. With beefier suspension, a stronger frame, and a kind of rugged charm that modern trucks just can't match. The seller listed in good condition, which for a truck that's over 50 years old is impressive. It likely has that perfect combination of honest wear and old-school attitude. The bright blue paint looks original or at least era-correct, giving this truck a patina-rich, no-frills vibe that turns heads and earns respect. This is a kind of truck that doesn't need flash. It's got presence. Manual transmission means you're in full control of the power, and the simplicity of old-school engineering makes it easy to work on, modify, or maintain. Whether you're a die-hard GM fan or someone looking to get into the classic truck scene without dropping 5 figures, this C20 gives you a solid platform at a very fair price. The 3/4 ton chassis is ready for towing, hauling, or just showing up to cars and coffee in a truck that's dripping with authenticity. If you've been dreaming of owning a late 60s Chevy pickup that still carries its weight and wears its history with pride, this 1969 C20 is calling your name. Number 8. The 1963 Chevy 1500 Stepside Shortbed pickup, $18,500, Reno, Nevada. Now here's something for the gearheads, a true street bruiser in vintage clothing. This 1963 Chevy 1500 Stepside Shortbed pickup is more than just a classic. It's a full-on monster, powered by a Chevy big block stroker engine that's pushing an estimated 700 horsepower. That's right, 700 horses stuffed into a short wheelbase 60s pickup. It's built with Dart Pro 1LS heads, a Holly carb, MSD ignition, and a long list of top-shelf performance parts, with full documentation of the engine build included. The motor alone is valued at $14,000, and it's backed by a built TH400 automatic transmission to handle the power. But this isn't just a motor swap tossed into an old shell. The truck features a ton of new parts, including a radiator, windshield, bumpers, drive shaft, coil springs, shocks, gas tank, gauges, and more. It's a running and driving project with just 2 miles on the fresh build. That means it starts, moves, and roars like a beast, but still leaves room for you to dial it in, finish up the bodywork, and either restore the paint or leave the raw look for that perfect sleeper vibe. With the right finish, this truck could be a showstopper, or leave it gritty and surprise everyone when you light up the rear tires. This is a stalled estate project, now available with a clean Nevada title, and located in Reno. The bones are there, the drivetrain is done, and the hard, expensive stuff is finished. Whether you're planning to build a show truck, street rod, or just something that'll melt tires and drop jaws, this is your chance to own a serious piece of classic American muscle, all wrapped in a vintage Stepside body. Asking price is $18,500, and the seller is taking serious inquiries via Craigslist, email, or text. No solicitations and no help needed selling. If you know what you're looking at, you know this truck is a steal. Number 9. The 1988 Dodge D150 Power Ram, listed at just $4,500 in Fort Collins. This vintage Dodge pickup is a solid survivor with under 97,000 miles on the clock, and it comes with a clean title. It's powered by a 5.2-liter V8, a legendary motor known for running strong well past 200,000 miles if maintained properly. This truck starts, runs, and drives great, and with 4-wheel drive on board, it's ready to tackle snow, dirt, or just handle your day-to-day with classic American grit. Now, it's not perfect, and it doesn't pretend to be. You'll find some minor rust on the fenders and a rip on the driver's seat. But these are honest flaws on a truck that's nearly 40 years old. That kind of wear just comes with the territory. And if anything, it adds to the truck's no-nonsense, let's get to work attitude. The body looks straight. The stance is clean, and it still carries that tough Dodge silhouette from the late 80s, big, bold, and ready for whatever you throw at it. This D150 Power Ram is part of the final years before Dodge completely overhauled the Ram line, meaning you're getting the last of the old-school design with classic square lines and mechanical simplicity. It's a great candidate for a light restoration, weekend cruiser, or even just a reliable rig to use on property or up at the cabin. Trucks like this are getting harder to find in usable, running condition with clean paperwork and solid drivetrains, especially at this price point. If you're after an affordable vintage pickup that still knows how to put in a hard day's work, or just want to own a piece of Dodge truck history, this 88 Power Ram is a smart buy. Don't wait too long. These classic V8 4X4s don't sit for long. Number 10. The 1967 Dodge D100 Custom Long Bed, listed at $7,400 in Phoenix, and it's one of those trucks that still carries the charm and strength of simpler times. Powered by the iconic 225 slant 6 engine paired with a compound low 4-speed manual transmission, this Dodge starts and runs practically like new, offering smooth, predictable performance that's perfect for cruising, hauling, or just enjoying as a piece of American truck history. The body is in excellent shape for its age. Very straight, very solid, with only one small rust-through spot and some minor surface rust elsewhere. That's right. This nearly 60-year-old truck is essentially rust-free. The doors open and close effortlessly, and the trim is all intact. A rare find on trucks of this era. The seller says it's been a long-time local truck, and it shows. The kind of vehicle that's been cared for and preserved without being over-restored or overly modified. Mechanically, it's been recently refreshed with a new battery, a new brake master cylinder, and a fully bled brake system. Plus, both the clutch master and slave cylinders have been replaced. So you're getting a truck that not only looks great, but has had major maintenance items already handled. Big bonus if you want something that's ready to enjoy now. The only things it needs are minor. Some detailing, a new seat cover and fresh flooring, and maybe a new set of tires, as the current ones are showing their age. All the lights work, and the truck drives great as is. Whether you're looking for a weekend cruiser, a farm runner, or a collectible Mopar truck that hasn't been chopped up or Frankensteined, the 67 Dodge D100 checks the boxes. The seller is open to reasonable offers, So if you're in the market for a dependable, vintage long bed with character and simplicity, this is your chance to snag one before the prices rise even more. Number 11. The 1977 Ford F-250 Highboy 4x4, listed at $10,750 or best offer, and located in Kooskia, Idaho. This isn't just your average old truck. This is the real heavy-duty highboy, known for its tall stance, divorced transfer case, and rugged drivetrain. It's powered by a Ford 360 to 390 V8 paired with a 4-speed manual transmission, geared low for torque and trail crawling. Though don't expect to fly down the highway, as it tops out around 65 miles per hour. It runs and drives, but still needs a little TLC, a perfect project for someone who wants a solid foundation with most of the big-ticket items already handled. The interior is all new, featuring insulated vinyl flooring, fresh seat foam, a new vinyl seat cover, and even a dash cover, all installed for a clean, fresh-look inside. The truck also has new door and window seals, a brand new windshield, new clutch, rear main seal, and a bunch of fresh gaskets. On the mechanical side, the seller has taken care of the rear brakes, and of course, the divorced transfer case is intact. One of the key features that makes this a true highboy. Now, like most trucks of this era, it does have rust in the bed, but the seller is including a replacement tailgate and new steel for the rear wheel wells. So you've got the materials to address those problem areas. It's got a clear title, and with the right finishing touches, this F-250 could become a show-worthy classic, a capable workhorse, or an off-road beast. Your call. These 1977 highboys are getting harder to find in honest, drivable condition, especially with this many new parts already installed. If you're looking for a rugged, ready-to-drive project with serious potential, this Ford might just be your perfect match. Don't wait. Trucks like this don't stay parked for long. Number 12. The 1987 Ford Ranger might be the perfect budget-friendly rig. Priced at just $2,750 for a quick sale in Vancouver, Washington. This little truck is a great running and driving 4x4, powered by the reliable 2.9-liter V6 engine. The motor runs strong, shifts clean, and most importantly, no leaks. The seller just completed a transmission service, including a new torque converter, so it's ready for daily driving, trail runs, or hauling gear without skipping a beat. This Ranger's got the kind of mechanical condition that matters most. It starts, shifts, and drives like a truck that's been properly maintained. The automatic transmission is smooth, and the 4WD system is fully functional, making this a great option for anyone needing an affordable all-weather pickup. The interior is in excellent shape considering its age, with seats, dash, and panels all reportedly clean and well-kept. Not something you always see on trucks this vintage. Now, it's not without flaws. The paint is faded and bare in some spots, which explains the low price, but that just gives it some character, or the perfect excuse to give a custom respray down the line. Whether you want to restore it, drive it as is, or hand it off to a new driver, this Ranger delivers plenty of bang for the buck. It's cash only, clean title in hand, and no trades or online negotiations. The seller wants serious buyers to come take a look in person. If you're looking for a simple, dependable, classic 4x4 pickup under $3,000, this 1987 Ford Ranger is a solid find that's ready to drive and priced to move. Number 13, 1985 Ford Ranger 4x4 might be the best $650 you can spend, and it's located right in Santa Cruz. It's been off the road for about a decade and was last placed on non-operational status, but this little 4x4 still has potential. Whether you're looking to build a budget off-roader, strip it for parts, or just have a little fun. The body took a hit when a tree branch fell on the cab, but hey, cut the roof off and you've got yourself a convertible 4x4 trail toy. Talk about creativity on a budget. This truck hasn't run in years, and the seller doesn't know what it might need mechanically. But that's part of the appeal. It's a blank canvas for tinkerers, trail builders, or even someone who wants to try their hand at a backyard resurrection. With these early Rangers, parts are still relatively easy to find, and the simple design means even amateur wrenchers can bring them back to life. At this price, it's hard to go wrong. especially if you're just looking for a donor vehicle, drivetrain parts, or a 4x4 platform to build something wild. The ad doesn't list mileage or engine specs, but what you're really buying here is possibility. For less than the cost of a weekend at the hardware store, you could own a classic mini truck with four-wheel drive, a clean title history, and enough attitude to either restore or repurpose into something completely unique. Whether you want to bring it back to life or chop it into an off-road buggy, the choice is yours. Bottom line, $650 won't get you much these days, but it will get you this Ford Ranger project. If you got a trailer, a few tools, and a bit of vision, this could be your next great garage adventure. Number 14. The 1968 International Shortbox pickup with AV8 under the hood and loads of vintage charm. Listed for just $3,800 in Calgary. If you're into offbeat classics, farm finds, or old-school American iron that stands out in a sea of Fords and Chevys, this truck deserves your attention. It's a rear-wheel drive manual transmission rig with 8 cylinders of old-school grunt and a clean title to back it up. The odometer reads 111,111, likely rolled over. But let's be honest, mileage is just a number when you're dealing with something this cool and this solid. Described as being in fair condition, this truck is exactly what you'd expect from a nearly 60-year-old survivor. It's not restored, not show-ready, and not trying to be, but it's real. The kind of truck with stories in the steel, a little patina on the paint, and probably a few quirks that make it all the more lovable. The short-box body style gives it that classic, squatty stance that collectors and hot trotters love, and it's just begging for either a light refresh or a full-blown resto-mod treatment. Whether you're a fan of International Harvester, looking to break away from the cookie-cutter classics, or just want a budget-friendly entry point into vintage truck ownership, this is your chance. With its V8 power, 3-pedal setup, and timeless boxy styling, it's got the bones to become anything you want to be. From a retro daily driver to a radical build platform, parts might take a little more hunting than your average Chevy, but the uniqueness makes it worth the effort. So, if you've been craving something different, something with soul, steel, and a little bit of grit, this 1968 International Shortbox might just be your next great adventure on wheels.